Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Clocks. With the recent end of the year stream, SEA Games gave us all so many freebies, with one of them being Superlative Pick Ticket. Today I want to talk about all of the superlative weapons and hopefully help you guys make informed choice on which weapon to pick. But first, let's establish something first. This is purely my opinion, and at the end of the day, you guys can pick whichever weapon you want. And with that out of the way, the parameter in which I rate this weapon will be heavily based on how this weapon will help you in your general pet experience, which mostly came from their skill as main weapon, or harm you for that matter, because yes, there is some weapon which hurt you. After that, they will get some more points if they have usage just as weapon grid, or not used as main hand. With that, we will start with the bottom of the pack being Mjolnir. Well, this weapon used very masterfully by Thor in the many adaptations. Mjolnir is just not that good in this game, solely because of the damage that it gives you as the user, that is 80% normal attack accuracy instead of the usual 100. This weapon can make your MC deal like the attack with very high damage ceiling, or just zero because you missed your hit just now. I don't think you want to pick this one in the game that is already so heavy and the RNG. Don't pick this one unless you are in dire need to satisfy your daily gambling addiction. The next one, we have the spear that is used by Q-Coolen, that is Skybolt. This weapon is not as bad as Mjolnir, which actively hurt your damage. In fact, this weapon can be set as the consistent but lower damage version of the Mjolnir. The thing is, this kind of weapon is already outdated by today's GBF standard. I'm pretty sure fire with Fanny Staff will outdamage the one with Galbrook MH, main hand, or just the general Mana Devil can outdamage person with Galbrook. So yeah, this one is definitely not recommended to take. Next one, we have Frey Kugel. Honestly, I don't know what to say about this weapon. While the grounded triple attack is nice with this one, we have another weapon in this ticket that also gives you echo and not just triple attack. And if you aim for the supplemental damage which provided by this weapon, most grid in GBF nowadays already used to PNS like weapon which cap your supplemental damage, which means the supplemental from this weapon is not needed. Just pick Skypiercer if you want to pick this. Next is Damascus Knife. This weapon used to have a niche that is able to do TH10, but now you can just do it easily with TN or SR. So yeah, mostly no reason to pick this. Just carve your Q10 guys. Next is Amenhotep Valkyrie. As a main weapon, I think this is SEA Games prototype for what would be Hunting. This weapon need you to do Ogi first, then it have some chance around 20% to give your MC triple strike. Well, this seems good at first, being not guaranteed effect just make this weapon doomed to fail from the start. On the other hand, Hunting, which is kinda weaker effect in only double strike instead of triple strike, but not needing to do anything like charge attack or just chance to activate to get, is the best weapon in the earth right now. You guys can see what I mean by Amenhotep Valkyrie being the prototype of the Hunting with that comparison. This weapon in general is shit, but because it had medium crit, attack and Tuyum, this weapon actually have some usage in light and water, which both have Exalton that need crit to be activated. This mostly allow you to have more flexible grid, but not mandatory by any means, which means this make light and water Amenhotep Valkyrie higher tier than usual, which is I will place it in the A tier for recommendation. Next one is Caduceus. This weapon is responsible for nerfing one of the Mana Devil skill, that is Overtrance. Sometimes I saw people with Warlock using this in Super Ultimate Bahamut HL, stealing MVP, but that was some time ago. With that being said, I don't think this weapon, which has most of its effect of reducing cooldown with stat with RNG, can be used by many people. But this weapon is definitely fun to experiment with because of its potential to reduce many of main character skill. If you like to experiment, maybe pick this one, but pick it with caution. And we get to the last one in the C tier, that is Hercules. In fact, I have this weapon in the element from the days where at meta is spamming click with Hercules and Lobelia. Because of that, I can say for sure that those days are long gone, and hunting is just far more superior option. While spamming click with Hercules has its own benefit that they won't need to take more turn. It was just a far slower honor compared to what you can do nowadays and more hassle-free. And sustain provided by character and grid nowadays is far better than it used to be. So you don't need to have so much fear in taking turn in HL content. That being said, this weapon is still the best weapon if you want to place high in the perfect gun ranking. So there is that usage if you want to pick this one. With that, we move to the B tier with Ulikumi. Ulikumi is the best weapon by far in this list, which can be used for long-term full auto, as it can heal, giving echo, random buff, and cut the main character skill cooldown. That being said, usually the biggest problem with this weapon is fitting it in grid, which I'm unable to do in the previews like Guild War. Also, this weapon having no place in your grid, making the justification of placing it higher rather hard thing to do. And the next one, we have Excalibur. This is another weapon that's not in here because of its main weapon effect, but because of its charge attack effect. This weapon got its viability mostly from Chrysaor with its new skill, that is Deus Ex, giving main character double strike and allow main character to do damage via normal attack. Excalibur role in this is giving 50% echo to main character via Excalibur charge attack, which if you don't know, 50% is really big. The best usage of this is in light element, which if combined with Florence Assassin can do very scary damage. I also have this Excalibur in element since 2022, but sadly I never used this once since I got it. So it is not something I recommend to pick unless you know what you will be doing with it. With that, we finally arrived to the best weapon in this list, being Skypiercer, which I also have in fire element. I genuinely think this is the only weapon that's not that powerful that much even in this day and age. The best usage of this weapon is in fire, with Skypiercer Echo not conflicting with Alanan and Percival. Even in the recent Guild War with their hunting, some top scorer instead use Skypiercer instead of it to clear boss faster in the Nightmare 100 and Nightmare 150. This weapon is also the core of Proto Bahamut HL Gold Brick Farming team, which I have in this channel, and mostly I think I will provide you the link in the end of the video. This weapon is also the one I will most likely pick cause it can help with many daily stuff, making it faster to clear. And it is also the one I recommend most people to pick. I think that's all I want to say about superlative ticket recommendation. Thank you for watching until the very end, and see you next time. Bye bye. If you like this video, you might want to check out my other review content. Also, consider leaving a like and subscribe.